So if you have been part of this community over the past few months that I've been posting, or you're just joining, I know by now you have known that this whole community is about personal development, it's about self-growth. We're all about upgrade, we're all about leveling up, we're all about growing into better versions of ourselves over time. But how do you do that? How do you evolve into a better version of yourself? That is exactly what we're going to talk about today. How to navigate around being a better version of yourself. What do you do? How do you go about it? Welcome to another exciting segment of the Let's Talk series. I hope we're all in a good state of health and iman. And if you're just joining the community, you're welcome to my small community. It's so good to have you here. Feel free and feel safe like always. My name is Kulthum. And in today's segment, we're going to see how you can level up, how you can evolve into a better version of yourself. The hacks to go around. It's not so hard. Whenever I think about evolving or changing into a better version of myself, I think about this one famous quote that goes like, everything has changed, yet I am more me than I have ever been before. This is just a typical representation of what it means to evolve, because everything around you changes, yet you feel more of yourself than you have ever been, because you are in your element. You are the version of yourself that you aspire to become. You feel so much better within you. You have done all the work that it requires to be a better version of yourself, and that is why you feel more of yourself than you have ever felt before. So let's get straightforward into these hacks that you can practice every now and then to evolve into a better or the best version of yourself. And these hacks are micro habits. So what are micro habits? So obviously they are called micro habits because they are small, but then again they are mighty. These are small habits, tiny habits that when you maintain the consistency, they will help build your character and ultimately help you evolve into the best version of yourself, help you be in your element, help you be a better version of yourself, and also help you to become that person that you aspire to become. The first micro habit I would like to tell you to indulge in is reading. Read. If you want to change your life around, just indulge in reading, because science has it that whatever we read, it goes straight into our systems, it goes straight into our mental system, and it has an effect on our mindset. It shapes our mindset. It shapes our perspectives on life, and it actually opens up our minds to see the world from another perspective. So that is why it is very important that you should choose, books that will help you. Read self-help books. You can read Islamic books. I really do understand that we are all not the same, and some of us find reading very hard to do. Some people find reading as a very hard hobby to develop, and that is very much okay. That is you. But as a Muslim, I will give you this advice. Even if you're not fond of reading, if you really want to change your life around, please indulge in reading the Quran every day. You should recite at least a page from the Holy Quran every day or every night before you go to bed, and I promise you, you will see the change in your life right from within you, because we all know that the Quran is a remedy, it is a companion, it is a healer, it is everything that you want it to be. So long as you make it a part of you every day, you're going to see your life turn around. And on the other hand, if you have the hobby of reading, if you have a passion for reading, please continue, carry on. You're going to see your life turn around. You should read thought-provoking books that will make you open up your mind and see how the world works from another perspective that is entirely different from your perspective. So either way, whether you read books being authored by fellow human beings or you read the Holy Quran, you have a lot to gain, because if the words of a fellow human being have effect on you, imagine what the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have on you. Moving on to the next micro habit that will change your life around, it is personal hygiene. Do not play with your personal hygiene. Seriously, when you invest in your personal hygiene, it puts you on that high pedestal immediately. It gets you leveled up. It adds to your confidence and it changes you into, a more sophisticated version of yourself. And as Muslims, we all know that cleanliness is part of Iman. So invest in your personal hygiene, invest in your oral hygiene, your clothes, your skin, your hair, your nails, your shoes, your environment, your surroundings. Personally, one of the best things that has gotten me leveled up is my surrounding, making sure that my surrounding is clean all the time. I make sure that every time before I leave my home, I make sure that I make my bed, I make sure that I clean my room so that I will come back to a clean, healthy environment. And that has gotten me on a positive side of my mental and my emotional well-being, even my physical well-being. It's so, it's so wholesome. It's so heartwarming to come back to a clean environment whenever you go out. The next micro habit that you need to invest in to turn your life around and evolve into the best version of yourself is your diet. I think this is one of the most challenging part. But then again, we are what we eat. Invest in your diet if you really want to turn your life around. Around those young ages, we all make bad decisions and whatever, and you feel like whatever you eat will not have an effect on you. But by the time you reach your mid-20s to your late 20s, that is when you have to start making deliberate steps towards whatever you eat regarding your diet. And you have to take your fitness seriously. I'm not saying you have to be in the gym 247. I'm not saying you have to work out to become Hulk Hogan or whatever, but you have to maintain your fitness so that you'll be in a good state of health physically, mentally, and emotionally, because fitness really helps with that balance between physical, mental, and emotional well-being. And when you invest in that, you're going to see yourself leveled up in no time. The next macro habit that will have you evolved and leveled up and upgraded is planning your day around. I cannot overemphasize the importance of having a day-to-day planner. We all have that in our phones, and if you don't have, I don't think there's anyone who doesn't have a planner in their phones these days. From the beginning of the day, early in the morning, you write whatever task you have for the day. Make deliberate plans to achieve your task for the day every day in your day planner. When you write that, that will help you to achieve your task for the day. And even if you don't get to complete your task for the day, you'll get to track your efficiency with regards to completing your tasks for the day. And from there, you can be able to devise ways with which you can get to efficiently complete your tasks. And having your planner gets you leveled up in the sense that it helps with your self-discipline. You get to identify the priorities. Whatever you need to do, what that is very important for the day, you give it priority and try as much as possible to accomplish it. And that way you wouldn't go around doing what you're not supposed to do. You wouldn't go around trying to accomplish a task that is not your priority. Oh no, my battery is kind of down and the lightning here is kind of not so good. So I think I'll have to like wrap up for now, but I have a lot. I might do a second edition of this post. I will be seeing you in my next Let's Talk video. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. I think that is it for now. Goodbye and thank you for watching.